Oh, hey guys. Oh, your lens is dirty. You don't see anything. Okay. Sorry, that must be better. Okay. Alright, hey guys, how is it going? Alright, so we are back again on the GT6 and finally we are on the bonnet, and that's hopefully the last part that requires bodywork. Famous last words, you know, like the welding, it never ends, so I shouldn't say that it's the last part, but I think it is one of the last parts that requires bodywork, and then hopefully we're gonna be able to prime everything, and once everything is in high build primer, we're gonna leave it to the side there, and then we're gonna do some I don't know what, maybe a little bit of differential work, a little bit of engine work, not a little bit, a lot of engine work, but for the engine work, Chef Tash asked me if I can work with him on my engine. I mean, when I disassemble it, he wants to be here. So I'm gonna have to sync that engine work with his schedule, but that's fine, it's gonna be fun, I'm sure. So yeah, so let's do the bonnet today. I think I'm gonna flip it around and I'm gonna do the inside first, and as it is standing, we'll see how it is going to work, if I can reach everywhere as it is standing, and then from there we're going to put it on a table or something. We'll find some stands and we're going to work on the outside. Hopefully there's not going to be too much body work, but I don't know, we will see. Anyways. Hello guys, here, I'm here. What? Okay. Alright, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my soft block, I'm gonna put some 80 grit sandpaper, I'm gonna scratch the surface. It needs to be scratched for the primer anyways, for the high build primer, or I'm not sure even if I'm gonna do high build primer. Maybe I'm gonna just do I don't know, maybe I can go here straight with the paint, unless I get to bare metal somewhere, but maybe most of it is going to be just scuffed up, you know? So, I know there are some areas where it requires body work, but we'll see. Alright, I don't know how we're doing with light here, but I don't see too many issues. I can see here and there some dents. I know that there's one right here. There was a rusty hole here which Chef Tash fixed for me, so I'm gonna have to work a little bit on that. There are a few runs on the primer here. This one I have to sand. Here there are a few areas that I repaired, and I want these to be smooth, so we're gonna play a little bit with them, a little bit here. There's some spot welds here that I'm not gonna hide these. Like, they are nice. I covered the ones on the front deck in the engine bay because they were very deep and uneven. Someone obviously was practicing there in my engine bay. So here I'm gonna leave these. They're not too bad. These are not too bad. So yeah, let me start sanding it and then we're gonna figure it out actually, I guess. Wow, that's like interesting effect. I like it. If I could do my entire car like that, wow, that would be great, you know. That's from the paint that I didn't strip completely. I just scuffed with the wire wheel, and it is now. Anyways, well, not gonna go too crazy about that. I'm gonna smoothen it as much as possible with the sandpaper, and then the high build is gonna pick up whatever the difference is. And if it doesn't, doesn't. I mean, I'll do my best to smoothen it, but if it doesn't work, I'm not too worried about that. Okay, I'm actually surprised that it sanded so well. Everywhere where there was this pattern, like a denim pattern, it's now gone. So the epoxy primer wasn't that thin after all. I mean, it built just enough. It built just enough so I can sand it down to smooth. So now the rest is gonna be high build primer. There is gonna be a little bit of body filler, like where you see dark dots. These are little dents, like dings. So these are gonna be filled up with body filler. But I was lucky I didn't reach to bare metal anywhere, so we don't need any more epoxy for now. So for now, only this panel is sanded. Of course, I need to go into the inside the fenders and the wheel wells on top and everywhere. So this was the easy part, but anyway, that was about an hour and a half to sand this, and I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today, and tomorrow we're gonna start with more. I mean, I'm gonna sand the entire interior and we'll jump on the exterior, so that's gonna be tomorrow, I guess. Well, to be honest, guys, it's not the day after, it is the week after. I mean, I know what I said when the last time I was shooting here. I said, tomorrow I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but for some reason I didn't do anything for a week or more than a week. So now I'm back on this bonnet, and to be honest, I'm so bored of bodywork now, of sanding. I'm really tempted to put it to the side and start working on the engine or something else, but no, we're gonna finish. Oh, you know me. I don't mind working. I like pushing, but when it is all the time the same thing and it becomes boring, I just like diversity, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna have to focus on this and finish it soon, so I can move on to something else. So tonight I can't stay too long, I have an hour or so. So what I'm gonna do for this hour, I guess I'm gonna sand the top of the wheel wells and inside the fenders, wherever I can reach, but I'm not gonna make it smooth like here. Here I want it to be smooth, and that's why I took my time sanding it, and I'm gonna do even bodywork here where you see the dark dots. These are dings, but they're not showing on the outside, they're only on the inside, and they're dings inside the paint, because there was you know, the red paint, you can still see it here. I didn't remove the paint here, I just scuffed it with the wire wheel, and whenever you see here, this is where the wire wheel went deeper, and that's why I have those dings. I don't have them on the outside, which is good. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of body filler where you see the dark spot, but here inside, no, I don't think so. And then I'm gonna have to work here a little bit more, because here is where there was rust. So I have a lot of repairs, and actually this is not really flat. So I'm gonna have to do some hammer and dolly here. So I don't think I'm gonna shoot too much of a video tonight, but just a little bit so you can see that I'm working actually. I'm not being lazy. Well, I keep working on the TR6, and I believe you're watching that series too, so you see I've done a lot of work there, but that's during the day. This is my own project, my personal project, so that's why it's after hours, for those of you who don't know. Okay, it's not very easy inside. It's really hard there inside, and especially here underneath, under the wheel well, I can't reach. So I'll have to find another position of the bonnet. Maybe I'll lay it down flat. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna do the inside of the wheel well here and here, and then we're gonna jump on the other side. But it is here. It is scuffed. I'll show you later. It is scuffed and it's not too bad, it's not perfect, but whatever. Alright, it's been an hour, and all I've managed to do is inside here, the top of the wheel well, and the inside of the wheel well, and it doesn't look bad. Let me show you a little bit closer. So you see there's a little bit of a pattern inside there, and I don't know, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Whatever the high build primer picks up, that's gonna be it. It is what it is. I can't deal with inside of the bonnet so hard. I mean, this part here is what's important for me, and inside there, not so much. So the top of the wheel well is done as well. It looks pretty much okay, and here it is not bad too. Here I paid a little bit more attention, so I sanded a little bit more. It's gonna require some bodywork here where I replaced a patch, if I remember well, and I believe everything else is gonna be picked up by the high build primer. If not, I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do a little bit of bodywork. And another problem showed up here. Here there's a little hole which I missed somehow, and now when I started sanding I felt there was something at the back, so I took the hammer and I made a bigger hole. So still the welding is not done. So that's it for today. I mean, 1 hour, this is what I could do in 1 hour. Tomorrow I hope I'm gonna be able to work a little bit more tomorrow. I'm gonna do this area, and then we're gonna do the same on this side, and then we're gonna start doing some body work. Like I said, here we're gonna need a lot of body work, and here we're gonna need a little bit, and that's it. So like Sheftar says, a short power hour today, but at least it's something. Alright, it's another new day here, and I just finished working on the TR6 over there. It is 4:30, so I'm just switching Triumphs. 4:30 is the time when you switch from a TR6 to a GT6, if you don't know. So, to be honest, I'm really fed up already with body work. I don't want to do any more body work. I just want to be done with it and jump into some other things like engine work or something else. But anyways, a little bit more patience and we're gonna be done with it. So today I think I said I was gonna work on this area, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sand this. Maybe we're gonna do a little bit of body filler here in this area, and we're gonna go from there. Okay guys, so apparently I didn't do the body work. I was gonna do the body work here, right? I was gonna do some body filler, but I got some momentum on sanding, so I decided to keep going while I have the momentum, because it doesn't happen very often with sanding. So I went ahead and I sanded the entire interior No, so wow. Echo. It's echoey. It is echoey. I'm scared. Anyway, so sanded the top of this wheel well. I sanded inside here. I sanded the inside of the wheel well here. The only areas that I didn't sand are here underneath and here underneath. But apparently now I'm ready to do a little bit of body work here, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do body filler here, and I'm gonna sand it. The rest, where I have pretty smooth surface, I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm gonna put some body filler here, I'm gonna put some body filler here, in these areas where I have little dings. And I'm gonna sand it smooth, and then I'm gonna spray, then or at some point, I'm gonna spray one more coat of epoxy primer, because now I have here and there bare metal, so I'm gonna make sure that all the bare metal is sealed. And from there, within the 7-day window, I'm gonna spray high build primer, and within the 7-day window of that, or yeah, it is 7-day again, the window for this, I'm gonna try to spray the color even inside the bonnet. So after the high build primer, I'm not even gonna bother sanding it. I'm not even gonna make it smooth. I'm gonna end up with some orange peel, but that's not a big deal. I'm gonna have a surface like this. Let me show you. Okay. I don't know how well you can see this surface, but for me it is pretty smooth for inside the bonnet, because now this is epoxy and high build, not sanded. So that's what I'm gonna do on the bonnet. I'm gonna do epoxy, high build, color, and forget about it. It's gonna be orange peely, but inside the bonnet that's absolutely perfect. So I think I did a pretty good progress today. I wasn't expecting to go that far, but I'm happy that I got the momentum and I managed to go so far. So tomorrow probably I'm gonna do. It's here again, isn't it? So tomorrow I'm gonna do the body filler here and inside, and hopefully maybe even on this weekend I'm gonna do the epoxy and the high build, maybe. And then within a few days I'm gonna do the color, because for the color I don't have the paint, so I need to go get it mixed. I'm gonna get 1 quart probably mixed. We'll see. Or maybe it's not gonna work. Maybe I'm gonna do the epoxy and the high build, and then when I'm spraying the color on the body, then I'm gonna spray the color here. But this means that I'm gonna have to scap it again. I was thinking maybe to save some labor and just do all the coats now at the same time. Or one after the other, of course. Not at the same time. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna end this video here, because it's been a long time since the last video about this project. I've been posting videos about the TR6, the 74 TR6, but yeah, I'm gonna end this video here so you can see where I'm at, and to remind you that I'm working on another project as well. So yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for commenting and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And he's here again, isn't he? Ah!